What's up, Capricorn? Welcome back to Theresthattarot. Capricorn, there's a lot of shifts and movements happening. I'm not sure what the planetary alignment looks like right now for your specific zodiac sign, but I would look into that because I feel like you all are being affected by it heavily right now. There's a lot of movement happening in your life. Something may feel like the last day in paradise. Almost, maybe if you guys have coming off of a vacation from work, or if you took leave in some way from something, it's like reality is about to hit again in some way. A lot of you have been trying to ground yourself. Many of you may have a green thumb, maybe getting out into the yard, planting flowers, gardening, however. But there's something that you are reflecting on. Someone, I feel like there may be two different energies. There's one that's kind of like, it's pixelated. We're not seeing all the pieces come together, or we're not seeing it clearly yet. Or there could be something that you desire, but you're not quite seeing the full picture of that yet. Perhaps because we have those rose-colored glasses on right now. You know, when you know your friend has met someone new and they have this stupid look on their face. That kind of feeling. Something about flowers could be significant to you as well. But there's definitely something that you're desiring right now, or someone that's desiring you. So what we're going to do today, Capricorn, is we're going to look at the subconscious. What it is that may be affecting you that you are not aware is affecting you. We're going to look at the conscience, those reoccurring thoughts and fears that we are aware of. And we're going to look at the higher conscience, the things that we are aware of. Wow. This shift, moving planets, big shifts happening, a lot of changes happening. It keeps coming up. Could be travel coming up for you as well. But we're going to look at the higher conscience, the things that we are aware of that we haven't quite accepted. So, one more shuffle for Capricorn, and we're going to look at the subconscious first. What is in the subconscious of Capricorn? Could be a Cancer. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Queen of Cups here, and the Seven of Wands. Let's see. How's the Queen of Cups here? Wow. Emperor at the bottom of my other deck, and Emperor in the reverse to clarify the Queen of Cups. Could be an Aries in your life, or there could be something that we are not either taking accountability for or letting go of control of. Something that may have, you know how you hold on to something even though it's over, or even though it's expired, but we hold on to it because maybe we felt a sense of stability from it, which could be a codependency here, or a dependency on whatever this is or whomever this is. It's like in order to maintain control of it, or to hold on to it, we keep ourselves moving backwards by not saying what it is that we need to say. By not releasing it. We don't make the situation better by holding on to it. This is just a form of escapism. When in reality, what needs to happen all the way around, I mean across the board, honey. 10 of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Wands in the reverse, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a big let go. This is what's happening in your subconscious, something that we need to kind of give up on here. Queen of Cups, It's like we know it, but we're refusing to see it. What's going to bring us stability is... There it is. Wait a minute. Alright. What's going to bring that grounded feeling back to you is... I'm hearing rushing away from whatever this is. That you seem to already be over. Whoever, it could be an air sign that you were dealing with, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, but the devil in the reverse is your energy. It's like you're already over this. Maybe this is something that we are unaware of, but silently aware of. Something has already ended, but we keep going back and forth with it. Because this thing used to make us very happy. And I don't really want to be separated from this anymore, but it's not healthy. Whatever this is, it's not healthy, and we can see that. In your subconscious, that is clear. Could be a Gemini that you were dealing with. But in your subconscious, we know that this is not... it's not healthy. Whatever it is. Whomever. So let's continue. Why is the Seven of Wands in the reverse? Some of you could be from the south or dealing with someone who comes from a southern region. It's the Seven of Wands in the reverse. There's a lot of remorse. Not letting something end here. Maybe we regret decisions that we made in this situation. Maybe we keep going back to something that we've already lost hope in, that we need to release. This is something we don't need to start again. So there's this inner knowing. Ten of Swords. That this is something that I need to overcome. I need to stop telling myself. There's something that I need to stop telling myself. Or looking back is not allowing me to look forward. Looking back is not allowing me to see things or see the opportunities that are available to me. Or the possibilities. I'm keeping myself stuck in a situation where I can't even freely express myself. Or like self-deception in some way. There's more conflict than hope in this connection. Eight of Cups. I'm keeping myself trapped here. Ace of Wands. This is just all about getting... Yeah. The only way you're going to feel back in control is if you give up control of this. Of whatever this is or whomever this is. Because it looks like you have feelings for somebody else. Who is this? Or either this is the person that you're not letting things end with. There's still like a lot of good memories with this person, or there's a lot of attraction here with this person. Someone could have ended a relationship due to someone splitting their energy. There's an air sign that you were dealing with and a possible fire sign. Somebody's energy is split. I feel like their heart is in one place. Their heart may be split. Your heart may be split. Heart, passion. We got a split here. There's a possible air sign who's mad at you for lying about someone else. Someone was couldn't decide, but tried to maintain control of both until I can decide. And it just kind of made things blow up. And now we're trying to resolve something that doesn't work. And it's not working because a true decision, no decision has been made here. So it'll be heartbreak and false starts and false hope until we start at one. Am I still on the subconscious? So let's look at the conscience. I think this still is. Y'all let me know. It's like these readings go so deep, but I do like this. You guys tell me if you like this style of reading. We're often given instructions throughout our life from our parents, our teachers, mentors, etc., aunties, uncles. And a lot of people just say, well, don't cross the street without looking both ways. Well, what happens if I do? You have to, some people need to know, some people need more information on how to heal, okay? And I feel like this series can get us a step closer, and we can do it together. We can test it out together. So, Capricorn, we're going to look at what's going on in the conscious mind, the things that we are aware of, the reoccurring thoughts and fears, the things that we're telling ourselves, some that may be true, some that may not be true. In the conscious mind of Capricorn. King of Swords. There's an air sign here. I feel like you love this person. But somehow love clearly isn't enough. Or something like that. It's like I can clearly see that I'm not getting or wanting to give equally to this situation or to this person. That we see. King of Swords. Who is this Aries? Emperor. Cups. I don't know if this King of Swords is you or someone that you were dealing with, but let's just speak for the King of Swords. There's regret here at not letting a side situation end. I feel like there was a mistress energy here, or perhaps just a fire sign. Somebody wouldn't let things end with this person or didn't make a choice. And there was possibly an air sign here or somebody who became very resentful and feeling like they wasted a lot of time and energy into this partnership. But I can't stop thinking about that part. But I'm not necessarily expressing that part to Capricorn, or Capricorn's not expressing that part to whoever this is. And the more we focus on the negative, the bigger the problem grows. But then we got this Emperor card over here. Something that makes us feel in control, or someone who is very controlled or balanced or in some type of authoritative position here. And they bring us clarity and justice, but that clarity and justice also comes with a painful ending of something else. Possibly our old self, or a past relationship, or an air sign. Take it how it resonates. What's the Sun? Whatever this energy shows me, that whatever I was doing before was some bullshit. this person helps me, or this energy, this other energy helps me to focus on myself and to see what it is, like to tune into myself and to see what it is that is actually not working. And that makes me feel good, but it also means that I have to move on, and that's the part that I'm struggling with. Because sometimes we need a little drama. No, we don't. Because the more you focus on the things that are good for you, the more uninterested you become. And intuitive, your intuition kicks in to kind of let you know, oh, I guess I didn't need that stupid shit in my life. You become less interested in those things when you focus more on what's actually good for you. It may sound boring or whatever. Whatever. If stability's boring, then hey, whatever. Because I can kick up any kind of excitement I want when my bank account's on, okay, where she needs to be. I can kick up any kind of party I want to then, without having to worry about paying for it later. So if stability's boring, then hello, my name is Stability. We get away from that, you know, then it's easy to do the process of elimination, you know. Well, this isn't bringing me joy, so. So this is what we know. There's definitely another energy kind of taking over your reading here. There's two. One that don't like you very much. Wait a minute, let me see. Did I clarify that part? Let me just look more at this one. If you're not getting what you need from a situation, there is no if and when. It's like the moment that you recognize it. No. If you wouldn't, whatever you would tell your good Judy, okay, about this situation is what you need to start telling yourself. That's what I'm hearing here. What's the Six of Pentacles? Yeah, we walk away from... What do? We talk all that shit. We talk all that shit, don't we, Capricorn? I mean, collective, whoever's watching. We talk all that shit. And we still end up holding ourselves back. Oh, I would never be with somebody who da-da-da-da-da. Or I would never put up with that. And we end up putting up with that shit, don't we? And holding ourselves right on back. Okay. But what happens when we put our money where our mouth is? Oh, you don't put up with that shit? Show me. Show me what real happiness looks like. Because that's what it looks like when you stay true to yourself. That's what it looks like when you say, you know what? This ain't bringing me joy. And I'm going to go ahead about my business. Actually. I'm going to actually, you know, what is it? Practice what you preach. But think about that. I practice the things that I preach. Practice is not mastery. Right? So it's like, if I preach to you what I'm saying, I don't date it. I don't date people who da-da-da-da-da. Right? And I'm practicing that. Or I could preach what I actually practice. And I try to stay more on that lane. And if I'm not well versed on something, that's when I say, y'all tell me in the comments. And I'm not afraid to kind of say, well, yeah, I've been there too. Because I know this situation right here. I got a lot of Capricorn in my charts. Okay. I know this situation right here where there's a situation where I'm clearly not getting what I need. But I keep telling myself things that make me stay in this situation. What happens if I put my money where my mouth is and I actually say, F this? I actually let it go. The Nine of Cups is what happens. Emotional independence, right? Higher conscience. We're going to look at that and see what is it that we know. We haven't quite accepted it yet. The song that's playing right now is called Players Blues. I feel like somebody had a choice between the two people, and they were trying to control both situations and ended up losing something here. But I think it's a matter of perspective, because I actually don't think whoever that is lost. I think there was an energy that came in and interrupted something that was long overdue, expired. And there was another energy, it's a powerful energy, that whoever that emperor is, that made me see, you know what? The grass is actually greener on the other side, but I don't want to go through the pain. So we put another person through the pain of false hope or something like that. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me if I'm picking up on what I'm picking up on. What is the, what's in the higher conscience of Capricorn? Two of Cups in the reverse. That there's this harmony. A connection that was once very connected is no longer connected. We not friends no more. We're not attracted to each other no more. The love ain't the same. I'm not in love anymore. We're not doing love anymore. Remember love being an action? What's the Two of Cups? Hey! Jesus. Capricorn. Look at this. What our higher conscience knows for sure is that we do not love this person the same way that we used to, or they don't love the relationship that we once had is not the same. And there's something new with endless possibilities the moment that we shift our perspective. We haven't quite accepted that we have to change something in order for this to come about, because we're still thinking about the moments that we had with whomever this Two of Cups in the reverse twice is. But look at how nice things can be. This person is not going without. They just happen to be alone. Does that make sense? This is pre-Empress energy. This is like, you know what? If I just stop stressing, if I just eliminate whatever it was that was causing me instability in my mind, my life, my partnerships, my family, my job, whatever, then I could actually be okay out here on my own. And stop waiting for the inevitable. Stop holding up, the inevitable. Free up my energy. Because something here is not fitting. So it must fall. And that's the spiritual lesson here, I feel. Page of Wands. That's what's going to bring a lot of success in your life. Don't look back at what wasn't giving you enough. Honey, either you want to be here or you don't. There are new opportunities for you. This person is going to try to talk to you again, but you see everything for what it is now with this X. You see the confusion, like you see it for what it is now. Because you allowed yourself to let that go. Allowed. And you have to get to that place of mental clarity and emotional strength. And when I say that, I mean being able to ride the wave, but being unmoved by the things that's going on around you, like centered, grounded. We make better choices when we, everybody always talk about go with the flow. Well, what is the flow? The hell is the flow, Capricorn? Okay? The flow is, there's this new thing that's come into my life, and I accept it with grace. And then I go through what I go through with it. We reach the climax. And then now it's time for this thing to be over. And then I let go with grace. So it's like a passing of the baton. Whew. Take it with grace. Let it go with grace. Float. Weightless. That's flow. Way easier said than done. Way easier said than done. Better done than not. Because then we keep ourselves in these loop-de-loop-de-loop, cycles because we refuse to let go. So that's what this series is about, is looking at all of that so we can see how to heal, How do you do it? I know I always ask. I was one of those kids that always got kicked out of class or was called disrespectful in Bible study because I questioned things. You better. Don't just be out here blindly following things. Be inquisitive. Be assertive about your life. Capricorn, good things fall apart so that better things can fall together. We got to get into that flow. Find the good in goodbye. Whoever you were dealing with, like I said, you felt like you could not speak freely with this person. Something about bad hygiene is here that could have, situations affect your health. Somebody may be low-key crazy. Whenever you would ask them what was on their mind, they didn't tell you, or they made you feel like you couldn't communicate. And the moment that you don't feel free to speak, is the relationship's over, honey. It's over. So it's time to disconnect from this person. This is what it clearly says. Okay. There was a lot of sugar in this situation, but there was also a lot of shit. Pause. Take a minute. Sometimes it's hard, that pause. I think I was watching a TED Talk or something like that, and the guy said he was trying to quit cigarettes, and what he would have to do was he would have to make a pause. So it's like, don't go cold turkey, but every time you want to smoke a cigarette, which is possibly this air sign or whoever's energy I was picking up in the reading, every time you want to go smoke that cigarette, the cigarette ain't good for you. We already know that part. But we're addicted to the shit. So what do? We say, well, before I smoke the cigarette, let me sit back and tell myself what I notice. I notice that every time I take a sip of this vodka, this ain't vodka, it's water. Every time I have a drink, I want a cigarette. Just put that pause there, that little minute where you say, you know what? This is one of the triggers. Alcohol. All right, boom, we know that. Every time I finish having sex. Okay, we know that's a trigger too. Every time I eat something, we know that. And the more you start putting that pause there, you start bringing things from the subconscious into the conscious mind. Okay. And the higher conscious is like, we know this, but we haven't quite accepted it. But putting that pause there, it starts moving us up the ladder. Because it starts in the subconscious, then we bring it to the forefront. Then once we get it to the higher conscious, we're working on solving it. You know what I mean? Some people really do change when they continually address the blockages, aka heal, continual addressing of, this is what we're doing, right? Stop falling for emotionally unavailable people, thinking it will turn into love. You don't want to wait. You don't want to chase. Who wants to chase, You don't have to be healed, but you have to be willing to undergo. It's like you don't have to be healed when you come to me, okay? That's nobody's requiring you to just be like this magician or whatever, right? You're human. Allow yourself to be human. You're allowed to be human, but just be willing to undergo the process of healing, communicating effectively, being emotionally available, and things like that. Be willing to go through that process with me. We're not always going to get it right. What the hell is right? But be willing. And I feel like the person that you maybe were with, or you or whomever, there was a lot of unspoken feelings because we weren't willing to like handle this like adults. But some people really do change, and I feel like that person is you, Capricorn. I feel like this is what we're doing here, right? So I'm gonna leave it there, Capricorn. The song that's playing right now is called Away We Go, Someplace Else. A lot of shifts, a lot of movements, a lot of flows. Okay, so get into that flow, Capricorn. I'm going to leave it here. If you would like a personal reading, please check the description box for that. Like, share, and subscribe. If this resonated with you, let me know how you like this style of reading, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.